crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kick. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Trying play action. Going deep. Snags it down the right side. Turning on the jet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touch. Rams. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a...
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Fires to the big fella. And just just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Williams will pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To throw, it's Ballard Nicolosi. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Breaks into the open. Flipping through the defense. Touchdown, Colorado State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Washington wants to go quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Williams looking for a man. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will put them up here in the second half. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great. Into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Coming out with it, it's Ross. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. On the ground, it's Marshall. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Good timing on the quick out. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. A huge and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Winfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
On third and short, the power run here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little.
Max going for the goal line. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gets it out fast. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Colorado State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Evans. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense call on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And finally, defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They just keep firing. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Rams decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10 coming up. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain. One.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams looking for a man. Punts it out of the air.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to fire deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages. Right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie down with a field goal. Great job of execution.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. With the catch, it's Winfield. The 14 after that grab.
Man, we've seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long. He comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been